What is good, party people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam, ruining a Dolly by ripping its head off because I'm a
fucking dog on these bitches.
Sorry, I drank too much coffee this morning, so I'm just super not excited, anxious, I don't know, fidgety. But anyway, in today's video we'll be discussing if Lil Tecca ruined the OG Dolly song by Lil Uzi Vert according to Uzi fans, because as we all know, last night Lil Tecca included this Dolly song on his Virgo World album that's been highly anticipated for the last year or so by Tecca fans. So we'll be analyzing if he actually ruined the song and why the song was actually changed / ruined. So without further ado, did Lil Tecca ruin the OG Dolly song? Let's talk about it. Okay, so as mentioned in the intro, Lil Tecca released his highly anticipated album Virgo World last night. I actually live streamed, listened to it last night with y'all for only the true Bob gang, so if you weren't there, fuck you, get off this video, we don't want you here. No, psych, we still love you. I know some of you are in the UK or whatever and aren't awake for all the live streams, but anyway, this Virgo World included Dolly, which was originally Lil Uzi Vert's song that he recorded in 2018 that leaked, and it was a grail for Uzi fans to officially release under Uzi's name as the primary artist, but it actually released under Lil Tecca's name as the primary artist, and we'll discuss that very soon. But anyway, it was the most anticipated song on the album, most likely due to the Lil Uzi Vert feature, which is a huge feature I might add, as well as having a Lyrical Lemonade music video that Lil Tecca has already had a few times in the past, like Ransom, that went like #1 or something. I don't know if it actually hit #1 on the Hot 100 Billboard, but if not, it hit pretty close. So with this Dolly song, whether the song is good or bad, it's gonna hit millions of views the first day just because of the Lyrical Lemonade effect, and is likely, actually almost guaranteed to hit the Hot 100 Billboard. I think it even has the potential to hit top 10. Again, whether it's good or bad, because I think the first week's sales of any song or album is pretty much all hype. It's not necessarily due to the quality. But as I mentioned in the intro, Lil Uzi Vert fans were not too happy, as they actually claimed that Lil Tecca ruined the song. For it was pretty much completely different than the original leak that's on YouTube and SoundCloud or wherever you've listened to it. For as I said before, the original song was recorded in 2018 and actually had an open verse, but it was strictly just Uzi. There was no Tecca. And Tecca was only found later on with a leaked remix that was seemingly a feature on Uzi's song, since Uzi practically was the whole song rather than just one verse, which was the open left for Tecca. And not only that, but Tecca's part actually had a different beat, and we'll discuss why very soon. But either way, before we get into all the details, basically with the anticipation of the song releasing, as it's been teased for the last couple months and finally confirmed only about a week ago, fans Uzi and Tecca alike were expecting pretty much the OG Dolly song that's on YouTube and SoundCloud with the new Tecca verse that leaked after the OG leak to be the official release. But then since the song came out completely different with Tecca as the primary artist, realistically, with Uzi only on one verse, and it was completely different than his original recording, fans were pissed. However, as I said before, there is a reason for that. Now, there are a few reasons as to why Uzi and Tecca could not release the original, aka the OG Dolly, and much of it pretty much stemmed from not being able to find the producer. For a couple months ago, I actually uploaded a video on Annoying TV, who is a close affiliate with Tecca, I believe, who claimed that Tecca and Uzi wanted to release their remix to Dolly. However, they just could not find the original producer of the beat for the song.
They can't find the producer to Dolly. And I'm like, how the fuck Uzi make a whole song and don't know who the producer is? You feel me? So, if you guys can find the producer to Dolly, it would be great. So, somebody go find the producer so they can clear this record. Thank you.
Which opens up like two primary issues. The first being they can't clear the beat, so they can't pay the producer to own the right to the song, and thus they cannot release the song officially unless they reproduce the beat, which they ended up doing. But secondly, and probably more importantly, to release the OG Dolly song with the original recording of Uzi, they would have to have the track outs, which is essentially having the separate files of the vocals, ad-libs, and the beat. And it was probably an old recording in 2018, as I said before, so Uzi pretty much compressed the song and it leaked, so he likely lost or didn't have the track outs anymore. Because usually when an artist is done with a song, they compress it and they're out, and if they're not going to drop the song and it's a throwaway, they just don't mind like storing the files on a hard drive or whatever, so they lose it. Especially with Uzi's reputation of recording like 2-3 songs a night, those files are probably long gone. Thus, for this new Dolly song that they officially released, Uzi probably likely had to re-record the whole thing, and as we all know, Uzi isn't the same person as he was in 2018 or 2017. He's not even Lil Uzi Vert anymore. He's Baby Pluto, and so Baby Pluto has a much different style of rapping and singing as he did before, whereas the old Dolly was pretty much like leaned out, like Love Is Rage, Lil Uzi Vert versus the World style, whereas now he's more into like lyrics and rapping and shit like that, less slow melodies and more like Lil Uzi style rapping, as in like a mini Uzi shooting a submachine gun, which leads us to the reason why Lil Uzi has a different verse on this new song, because again, the old verse and the old choruses by Uzi were completely lost, and they weren't able to use it because they also had to use a different beat when they found a new producer to reproduce the beat and change it up a bit, because even if they reproduced the exact same beat, it would still technically be owned by the old producer and they could get in trouble or sued. And this new release under Tecca's name also posed an issue with Uzi fans, in that if Tecca is the primary artist, it would make sense that Tecca would hold a majority of the song, whereas Uzi, if he's just a feature, would only hold one verse or maybe just the choruses, and then Tecca would have all the rest of the verses. So I think it just pissed off Uzi fans that the song was completely different because now it's Tecca's song and not Uzi. However, what a lot of people don't realize is that they can just go to YouTube or SoundCloud and listen to the old Dolly song and download it or whatever and put it on their local files on Spotify, so you can still listen to it. Now we just get 2 songs, you know what I mean? So best of both worlds. All the Tecca fans are happy because they get a fire Tecca song, because I think Tecca did the song justice, but then all the Uzi fans still get their original Dolly, so no harm done. By the way, if you didn't realize, Tecca's remixed verse that we just thought would be the feature on Uzi's OG Dolly is actually the chorus of the officially released song. In my personal opinion on which song is better, the OG or the new one, I personally, and I think all of you would agree because a lot of us are Uzi fans here, and Uzi is technically the bigger artist than Lil Tecca. I think the OG song is better just because it gives us the reminiscent vibes of old Uzi with the leaned out shit that we'll never get again, because Uzi is a whole different person now. He's probably cut down from the Xanax and lean, but I think the OG is better. However, the new version isn't bad. I don't know why people are hating so much. It's still like a 7 or 8 or 9 out of 10 for a good song. I mean, Uzi still did work on the verse. I don't think anybody's denying that. I just think Tecca's getting hate for changing up the whole song. It's just not what Uzi fans were expecting, because again, we thought we were gonna get the OG Dolly with just Lil Tecca on one verse on the open. And Uzi fans are so pissed now that they actually hacked Uzi's SoundCloud and Don Cannon, Lil Uzi Vert's label executive's Twitter, saying that he can't drop music ever again. And on Uzi's SoundCloud, they dropped all the grails. Not psych. They actually just uploaded random moaning tracks and labeled them grails like Stevie Wonder and shit like that, Proud of You and the like. But all in all, I'm pretty sure this was actually just a gift by Uzi to Tecca for giving him the song. Probably is gonna help his first week sales tremendously. He's probably gonna get over 100K simply just due to the fact of Dolly being on the album. For the rest of the album, I just honestly didn't think included any top 10 hits, whereas Dolly definitely has potential, as I said before. And since Uzi recorded it so long ago, he probably didn't want to release it anyway, so he kind of just gave it to Tecca, and he still earns money off of the feature, probably royalties or at least an upfront fee from the feature. And again, we can still listen to the OG song on SoundCloud or YouTube or even our local files on Spotify, so there's no harm done. Everybody chillax. On Twitter, Lil Uzi Vert even said that Lil Tecca is his favorite Lil rapper, so that could be another reason as to why Uzi gave Tecca the song, because he just fucks with him. He just probably wanted to help Lil Tecca out, who apparently is one of the youngest artists to go platinum with no features. But in conclusion, did Lil Tecca ruin the OG Dolly song? I personally don't believe so. I fuck with both songs, and again, we can listen to either song. They're pretty much just 2 different songs now. And let's be real, the new official release with Tecca and Uzi sounds way more professional, whereas the OG Dolly probably isn't professionally mixed and mastered. Is the OG better? Yes. But did Tecca ruin the song? No. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam signing off, trying to glue the Dolly I Ruined's head back on its body, because apparently it was a voodoo doll for my sister and I accidentally killed her. better. But let me know in the comments what you think. If you think Lil Tecca ruined the OG Dolly song, make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest hip-hop news, drama, and analysis videos, as well as to follow me on all my socials in the description to join the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, cutty people. Know what I'm saying?